So I watched No Country for Old Men for the first time. And the reason why I watched it was I was watching Skyfall, James Bond movie, and the villain in it was this Jeff Javar something, this Spanish actor who was amazing. I've seen him a lot of things. And he was such a good villain. So I was like looking at like all the movies he's in. And I was like, I've heard of No Country for Old Men, but it's like older movies like 2007. So I was like, man, and I'm like, dude, but this is his best film. And I'm like, he's a villain in there too. So I'm like, dude, I have to watch this movie. So I go and watch this movie, and oh my God, was I blown away. The casting was like amazing. These superstars on this whole movie. But this dude was, I'm not gonna lie, he made it the second best performance I've ever seen from a villain. The first one had to be Joker from Dark Knight, Heath Ledger. That was the best villain I've ever seen. But this dude comes in the lily clear second. He was so good in this whole movie. So this basically the premise of this movie is the main character who, he's not really the main character, but the main protagonist gets this, he finds this bag, this full of money, this drug money, right? And the dumb thing he does, which it wasn't dumb in hindsight, he goes back at night to go get this one Mexican guy some water because he was asked for water. He felt bad. He couldn't go to sleep. And he gets to do some water. When he goes back, there's Mexicans there, like popped his tires, everything. And now he's running for his life from these Mexicans. But he doesn't know a lot of other people are trying to get this money, like that serial killer guy. He's trying to get the money too. And they all have a tracker to the money. So even if he didn't go back, he wouldn't know people are hunting for the money. And there was a tracker in the money, and he wouldn't have been with him and his wife. So when he finally gets away from the Mexicans, goes back home, tells his wife to go dip and go back to her mom's house, he takes the money and he gets found he keeps getting tracked by the hunter guy. And the secret, he's killing people on the way left and right. It's insane, bro. He has this air gun thing that he's popping people's heads off and stuff like that. And then he doesn't ever see the guy face to face for a while, but he's like finding him, tracking him down. And then there's these other Mexicans that tracked him down too. And he's like, how do you guys know it? And the gun he had was insane. It would vaporize you, bro. It would vaporize you. So, woof, woof. It had this crazy thick silencer on it. And he was just going crazy, bro. Left and right, he was killing me. Even then, the sheriff was trying to find him. It was a mess. So I'm thinking I'm hoping it's gonna be a good ending to the story. I'm thinking like the dude with the bag of money is, if last hotel he find him, he like actually shoots back the villain guy, the protagonist, and gets him. He gets hit in the leg. And I'm thinking like, okay, like he is going to get this money, run away with his wife. His wife's gonna take it to the airport. They're gonna dip out, and he's gonna just fight the villain off by himself. And I'm thinking like he's gonna make it. He's gonna make it. He's gonna be able to win. Like there's gonna be a good ending to this. I was so wrong, dude. The protagonist dies because the mama gave up the address where he was, and the Mexican got his ass. I'm like, damn. And then what's his name? The villain at the end of the movie, the wife, the mom. Later on, the mom passes away at a funeral. The wife is there. And she goes home to her mom's house, and then the villain is there too. And he's like, man, I made a promise to your husband. I'm like, dang, this nigga is crazy, bro. I'm like, why would you leave this little girl alone? And he tells her to flip a coin. And the only time he ever did that was earlier in the movie. He told that clerk, the desk clerk, store clerk to flip a coin. And he didn't even know he was playing with his life. Like, he was playing for his life, bro. But he asked her to flip a coin. She didn't want to flip a coin. And he murdered her. I knew he murdered her even though they didn't show it, because he checks his shoes at the end of the time. Jumps in a car driving, they get hit by a car. He breaks his arm, and then he sees these kids come up, and he's like, he breaks his arm, like literally. And some kids like gave him a shirt for $100, like wrapped it up. He said, hey, don't tell anyone I was here. Say I left already or something. That was just crazy, bro. Like that was such a good movie. One of the best movies I've seen in so long. No Country for Old Men.